Well, up, what's happening YouTube? So, welcome to my channel, welcome to my first video. Now, this first video is going to be different to my usual content. Obviously you can see, it's about my hair transplant. So, myself and Trina have had just clips on the camera, and we just had an idea to start up a YouTube channel. So we said we just kind of bring you through my hair transplant from October to where we are now in March. Take you through the process. This will be different to my usual content. My usual content will be kind of training, take you through my contest prep in 2 weeks, but I'll keep that for a separate video. Day in the life, training clips and so on. So with this video, I'm just going to take you through my experience from Turkey, talk about my experience with the company, an honest review of the company, what I think of my hair and the outcome so far. Keep in mind it's only been 5 months, and the time scale they told me it's going to take 18 months to see the full effect. So keep that in mind as well. So sit back, relax, give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, at the outro we'll do a little bit of what I'm doing recovery wise, derma rolling, what I'm using, shampoos and stuff like that, breakdown cost, and a couple of questions that I got off people on Instagram. So yeah, thanks very much.
I just wanna spend nights with you on the low key. Even though I act cool, lately I've been lonely. Trying to hide a face, kinda hoping that you don't see. I don't wanna FaceTime, I'm wanting you to hold me. I just wanna spend nights with you on the low key. Even though I act cool, lately I've been lonely. Trying to hide a face, kinda hoping that you don't see. I don't wanna FaceTime, I'm wanting you to hold me. I just wanna spend nights. I'm just trying to spend nights. I just wanna spend nights. I'm just trying to spend nights. I just wanna spend nights with you on the low key. Even made some plans, got me switching on my homies. How can I be cool? I've been
Drake away. I love waves, something's like beside my head.
Yeah, curls.
So, I don't know. It's be strange enough though. God.
Okay. That's all right, bro.
Normally we try to give you the most natural line possible.
Yeah.
We cannot go back to the line you had when you were young.
Yeah.
Because we have to check, when you raise your eyebrows, we have to check where does the last muscle go.
Okay.
And that's how we determine. Because we don't want the hair to move. Raise the eyebrows, please.
Yeah. What do you think, Tree? Yeah.
Yeah, just even
a small bit.
yeah, we can go here.
Yeah,
What about this one?
That's better.
That's much better than
Böyle
high,
just the island, you know.
just so it's not, yeah. Are you happy?
I'm much happy with that now.
Okay, perfect. Tomorrow we will focus on the frontal side.
Yeah.
Okay?
Cool.
This is how it will be divided into sessions. Toplam kaç graft olacak?
6000 civarında falan.
Around 6,000 grafts extraction from the donor area, but of course, like we're in the operation room, if we see that we need more, if we see we can extract more without damaging the donor area, in that case we can do it.
Okay.
We will count the grafts during the extraction and we will tell you the final number after the operation. You'll have it also in your certificate.
Thank you. Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Good. Tired.
Tired.
It's fine so far.
So what part are they working on?
So extracted from the right hand side and the right hand back side. And I'm just going to cover it from the top. think it's like 3,600 grafts. And then tomorrow, on the left side, let's cover at the top. And hairline.
Day 2.
Day 2.
How you feeling?
Okay. Extractions. What's that called? Extraction? From the left side now. For the front. Should be a couple of hours.
On the hairline, is it?
I'm like halfway to the hairline.
Is it sore?
Nah, anesthetic's the worst.
What does it feel like?
Like a little, getting punched like a little pin.
A little.
Yeah, lovely, thank you. Thanks very much. It's like a little pin being just, they kind of, when you take it out, it's like a little sander.
Okay.
They take, and then it kind of digs into the scalp a little bit, extracts out. That's all I know.
Ready to go back in?
Yeah, back in we go. Day 2 wrapped up there. So today we worked on, so took out from the left side, left hand side follicles from the left side, placed them on top. The top half, you probably see the rawness there, and the hairline. It was pretty sore today. It was much more sore than the first day, but I should have probably asked for more anaesthetic, and I was just like, oh fuck it, let's rock with it. I did say it a couple of times, but I kept thinking I was at the end, because I thought he was really close to the hairline, so I was just like, oh look, just go. But yeah, I was much more sore, probably because of that. But I feel better now than I did at this time yesterday. Does that make sense? It feels fine now. But yesterday, like the soreness kind of, like after the anaesthetic probably wore off, that's why I felt so bad, where I feel good now. If that makes sense. But finished now. The worst part is over with, so just rest up tomorrow, then go back for a wash, clean, and just advice to keep on top of it. That's all. They were saying to me no training for a month. So yeah, that's about it really, you know.
Yeah. Will we like zoom in your head a bit?
Yeah.
So you can have a look at it. So the back part was done yesterday, and the front part was done today, and you can already see the difference between the two. And then the extractions obviously was at the sides, so just all bandaged up.
Hopefully they don't scare too much.
Yeah, but you can see the difference between the part they did yesterday and the part they did today.
I think
already.
they took like 6,000 grafts between the 2 days roughly. So I'll ask definite for tomorrow, but I think it's around 6,000 because I took it from the whole head.
Yeah.
So it must be, you know, a lot. So today we're getting it washed, getting my hair washed, head washed and reviewed. So they'll have a look through everything, then go through what I need to do to maintain it, how to wash it, and you know how to regrow it as best as possible. Last night sleep was a bit rough. I just found it difficult to fall asleep really, being up, but still got a few hours, 4 or 5 hours, so still alright. Today again a PCR test done for flight to Marbella tomorrow, to Malaga. So at least the company sorted all that as well. Now you still have to pay for it, but they're coming to the hotel sorting it all out for us, so you know it's quite good. What else we're doing today? Just chill out, recover, not do too much. Yeah, that's about it really. Pain wise, all good. Just looking forward to getting off the bandages just so it looks a bit normal, you know what I mean? And maybe wearing that fucking hat. But I'm not too worried about it. I think I'm over it by now, to be honest, because everyone in here, there's no one that really second looks at you, really.
In the taxi for the last time. Going to
Bandages
get it
on.
washed.
Oh, it looks raw there, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's your tea. Your tea.
My Turkish tea. In for a review and wash. Review and wash.
They just put the shampoo in the hair
Yep.
I suppose I just leave it
Settle in.
And then
Yep.
look at this
Bucket hat.
beauty. Hold it up for us.
Bucket hat.
First post-operation wash, so of course there is a bit of blood, let's say dry blood, that we need to clean. That's why we have applied this much foam.
Okay.
At home, for your routine wash that you will do from now for the first 10 following days, you need to apply less of the foam shampoo. Okay? Normally after 20-30 minutes now we will also remove the bandage and we will clean the donor area. So when you go back home you will not have the bandage, of course, and you need to apply this product from the frontal area till the top crown, also in the donor area. Okay. For the next 10 days, every day, once a day, plan out 30 minutes to perform the daily wash. You need to use your own fingertips in order to control the pressure. So for the frontal side and the top crown where it was transplanted, we need to be very gentle, very careful, okay? And we need to just tap gently like this.
Yeah.
And apply the foam all
Just
over.
fingertips, no.
Gloves or clean fingertips without long nails, one of the two. Don't use any sponges or any guards in order not to be very aggressive with the scalp.
Sorry.
It's okay. So we need to tap gently, whereas on the donor area you can massage already with the foam, because here there is no risk of losing any grafts. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
We will let the lotion, like the shampoo lotion, sit in for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes we'll do the rinse out. For the rinse out, you shouldn't use the pressure of the shower. Okay? It's recommended to use a bottle of water or a glass as you find it more comfortable. It's important for it to be lukewarm water, so neither too hot nor too cold. And of course, in order to avoid the pressure of the showers that we use this. Instead, for the drying part, you shouldn't use any towels nor any napkins, neither the hair dryer. We advise not to. Just let it dry on its own. The routine wash will be performed for 10 days, whereas the avoidance of the shower and of the towels for the first month. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Do you have any question for the washing part?
No, did you get that too?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, for the instructions from now until the final results. First of all, I'll start to tell you the growth stage. This first 2 weeks is, let's say, the most important part when it comes to graft attachments. The first 3 months would be what we call the incubation phase for the grafts. Okay, so we do not predict any hair growth for this period, which is totally normal. It's the normal hair growth stage. This just to set the right expectations for you as well. And I'm talking about the maximum times. Of course, it varies from an individual to another. It may happen sooner as well to see the hair growth, but the maximum is this. These first 2 weeks, what happens? It's the initial phase. You will have scabs created all over from the frontal to the top crown, which is totally normal. The scabs will fall day by day, wash by wash, and within the first 2 weeks we expect them to fall off completely, leaving only a bit of redness in the scalp. When the scabs fall down, the hair transplanted fall with them as well. But we are talking only about the tip of the follicle, not about the graft itself. So the root stays inside the scalp, of course.
So expect some to fall out and then just regrows again. So
Exactly, yes. So this first fall is accompanied also by a shock hair loss, and we consider it happens in the majority of the patients for the existent hair that you have around this area and also in the donor area. It's very temporary for the first 3 months only. After the first 3 months, you will see the first results, the first hair growth. Whereas to have, let's say, the new hairline and to really see difference, you need to wait 6 months. 50 up to 60% of the hair growth is seen after 6 months, whereas the final results for the frontal part are seen after 12 months, and the final density for the top crown is expected after 18 months. Okay? The top crown takes a bit more time than the frontal, since its own scalp, the skin type is much more different. It's more, let's say, thick compared to the frontal side. Here being peripheral, also the blood circulation is less fast compared to the frontal side, and all of these are factors that influence the density as well. This is about the hair growth. Any questions so far?
No, all good so far.
Alright, so when it comes to the instructions instead and the expectations, this first week, of course, it's going to be the week that needs a lot of attention, then gradually it gets easier as well. This week you need to sleep carefully, keeping one pillow at the back of your head, one pillow at your shoulders, and the flat pillow in order for your head not to move during the night, because we don't want the transplanted hair to touch the pillow or to have any kind of friction. The donor area can be supported without any problem. Okay? For the first week, the first week you shouldn't drink any alcohol, shouldn't smoke any cigarettes, weed, or any other substance. You shouldn't take green tea, espresso, shouldn't eat Mexican food or anything that might fluidify the blood. You should avoid the sexual relations the first week. You should rest as much as possible. Okay. Actually, the first 2 weeks would be great if you can rest and take it like a bed rest, not a bed rest, but to avoid anything that might make you sweat or might increase the blood circulation. Okay. Regarding the physical activity, after the first 2 weeks you may do any aerobic or like a walk, but lifting weights and going to the gym and any type of other sports after 1 month only. Okay. Cool.
Fair enough.
So about the haircut, you can cut your hair with scissors or with the let's say, how can we call it?
Body like the.
Like the machine that you use, or like at the barber, I mean?
Razor.
Razor, thank you. Well, you can use the razor at 1, not at 0. Or with a plastic protector, with a plastic comb, after 1 month. Okay, if you want, of course. If you want to shave your head 0, and also to color it, you have to wait 6 months. Okay. Regarding the head, for the first 2 months, it's a priority to protect your scalp from the direct sunlight. Okay. And also for the first 2 months, you cannot go to sauna, you cannot do solarium or Turkish baths. We give you this hat to protect from the sun if it's needed, but normally you need to protect also from humidity your hair. So if it's not needed to use the hat, better let it free. It's a high hat, let's say, so this part is supposed to be free. Don't support it completely, exactly. Okay. You can use any other type of fisherman hat if you prefer, or this one. After 3 weeks, you can use a baseball hat. And after 1 month, you can use any type of hat that you prefer. Okay? Do you have any questions so far?
No, all good. You?
No. Did you want to ask about the salt spray?
Oh yes. Can I? You notice the spray that you were using in the surgery?
Yes.
Can I use something like that, or just leave it alone?
No, don't use it. Better not use it. Just use the traditional, the routine wash. What you can do now, these days, following this, you might feel a strong need to scratch this part. It's totally normal. It means it's healing, and the hair root grafts are adapting themselves in the scalp.
Last night I could feel it already.
You already? Yes. Yes, it's totally normal. Just try to resist, of course. You also might feel a burning sensation in the donor area. You can use here Bepantol body lotion, not the one that is used for the tattoos, a different, the moisturizer one. You can use that to massage your donor area during the day without rinsing if it becomes unbearable. You can also use any antihistaminic or by the corner like you can get in the pharmacy. And also, of course, any painkiller except for aspirin, for the next 10 days you shouldn't use it because it fluidifies the blood. Okay?
All washed.
All washed to me.
Nice. Into the side. Nice. How are you feeling?
Alright, just so you can feel get a bit scabby now, you know?
Yeah, itchy.
But clean, ready to go at least. So it's been a week since the transplant. What I'm going through here is the cleaning process. cup, lukewarm water. Whoops. Just, you know, literally wash your head. Not ideal, probably better off going into the bath. We get this dry shampoo. Oh, and just layer it up. Do this for 15 days. This is how you clean it, and just dab it. Leave that sit for 30-40 minutes and then just wash it back out. That's what we're doing. Staying out of the sun, trying to recover. First haircut.
First haircut. How are you feeling?
Good, good. So ready to get this map sorted on the sides, and
Are you just getting the sides today?
just the sides, and see if he needs to do a little scissors work or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, whatever he needs to do to kind of match it together.
Fresh for the weekend.
Fresh for the weekend. Big one. So it's 5 months later. Now keep in mind the hair follicles take, especially the crown area, takes a full 18 months to get the full growth. So keep in mind this is 5 months so far, which I'm quite happy with. So I'm going to go through kind of I got, you could see in the video there, the box of kits that the consultant gave me. Now that cost €500 extra. I will go into the total price in a while. What that includes was a shampoo, a foam roller, or foam shampoo. Foam roller. Why do I keep saying foam roller? Foam shampoo. So you just dab that in, so that gets rid of the scabbiness. So you definitely need that. Also it comes with like a conditioner and shampoo. Now, I think honestly looking into these that you could probably buy these in a pharmacy for less than probably a tenner. So, but I was going all the way to Turkey. I just said, look, for the sake of, you know, an extra €500, it was worth it for me. But if you're under pressure with money, I do think you can buy these things elsewhere if you go looking for them. Next up, there's like anti-hair loss spray. So you just kind of spray it on top of your head. Yeah, and also, which I ran out of, you get a little olive oil for your extraction area, donor area. But if you can see my donor area, it's pretty good now. So, I mean, the products have worked. So, for me, for peace of mind, it was worth the 500 quid. But again, if you go searching, you'll be able to find them. Finasteride, they will give you that. I'm not a medical consultant, so I'm not going to go into dosages or anything like that. That is for them to tell you. Because there is some bad side effects with depression with these, and I have experienced that, so I actually don't use it as it does not agree with me. So even without the finasteride, my hair is still growing well. Next up, I use a derma roller. So what this does is, it's a 1 mil little threads. Now don't go any lighter than 1 mil, go between 1 mil and 1 mil and a half. What that does is you just roll it onto your head, into the hairline, into the crown, and you want to draw a bit of blood. And what that does is it just opens up a new follicle and just creates some oxygen into the scalp, which will help create more hair. Really good. You can buy this on Amazon for a tenner. What I do is do one heavy session a week. So let's say on a Monday, before I go shower, do it lightly, a couple of minutes just around the areas. Wednesday, go heavy, so it draws a bit of blood. It's not nice, it's uncomfortable, it does work. And maybe on a Friday then just do another quick rollover. But yeah, you can buy this on Amazon for like a tenner, and it really does work. Really, really good. So there are kind of the bits and pieces that I've used to kind of help grow the hair out a little bit more. So next I'm going to go into kind of a few tips before you go to Turkey. So my hair started thinning when I was probably about 20 or so. And you know, I've used kind of, you know, the fake hair follicles, you know, but when you go out in the rain, it kind of drips off your hair and it's a bit embarrassing. So if there's any kind of young lads out there looking to get a hair transplant, you should not feel embarrassed by it. You know, a lot of females get their boobs done, their bum done, face stuff, so you should not feel, and rightly so too, just because you're male you can do these things too if you're uncomfortable. But that being said, what I done before I went to Turkey is first I booked a consultation call in Cork, because not everybody can get a hair transplant. It depends on your area. Not everybody, because when we went to Turkey, they actually turned away a client. So he travelled all the way over from the UK, met him, nice man, and he couldn't get his done because the area wasn't suitable. So make sure to go to your local hair consultation place. Just to make, I think it cost me like €50 just to see could I get a hair transplant. So it'll save you a trip to Turkey. Along with that, I would shave your head first, because a lot of people actually suits them being bald, right? Like, I preferred my hair bald than when it was thinning. I just felt more comfortable. I didn't need to hide anything. You know, I wasn't, you know, Jesus, what's my hair looking, blowing in the wind or anything like that, you know. So I would shave your head first just to see how it looks, because when you go to Turkey or any hair transplant place, they'll shave your head first, obviously to draw the lines where the donor area is going to be taken out from. So they're going to shave your head anyway. And that was a question from in my Instagram as well. So yeah, I'm going to go through a couple of questions, prices and stuff like that as well, okay? So the total price for the 2 days, 3 nights in the hotel, the actual hair transplant, just transfers from the airport and stuff like that, it was €3,500. That was the most expensive package that they'd done. Because for me, I had a lot of hair to kind of get, and if I was going to Turkey, I wanted to get as much as I possibly could. So I paid €3,500 plus the 500 for the kit, so that was 4,000 altogether. So yeah, there's 4,000 all in, which didn't include flights, but you get a 5-star hotel, transfers from and to the clinic, dinners, lunches, food all sorted, breakfast as well. So yeah. Also, my honest review with the company from them, very good. I'm going to leave their description I'm going to leave details in there of the consultation of the clinic inside the YouTube description. Sorry, getting used to this. But I'm going to leave all the information there. Alright, they're really, really nice. They're really good, well looked after. The clinic was very clean. Trina's a nurse, so she knew straight away that the practice was up to standard. Well looked after, clean. Yeah, I couldn't recommend it enough, to be honest with you, especially for the price, because I'm looking at places in the UK, in Ireland, and you're paying 4 times the amount, and it's really just as good. And in my opinion, the end product is very good as well. So I would go back. If I needed to go back, I would go back to the place, put it that way. No, I'm not affiliated with the company or anything like that. Again, I'm starting YouTube, I have like 10 subscribers. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the hair fully up close. So keep in mind, like I keep saying, it takes 18 months to get the full effect of the hair. So we're currently 5.5 months in. So I'm just going to show you the results so far. Din, 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 din. There's probably a little bit more growth and the crown to come, as that was my weak area, I suppose. Well, it's fairly bald everywhere. You can see the donor area is, you know, there's still a bit of healing to do, but I'm quite happy with it. Again, just, you know, make sure that you listen to the doctors, follow the instructions, and the hair will heal properly. Simple as that. So yeah, there we go. I'm just going to go through a couple of questions that I've gotten off people. So first one here is, how long did it take for your hair to grow back? It's still growing back. It took about 3 months to get, you know, some bit of shade to it and some darkness to it and get some coverage on the crown, because my worst area was the crown area, and that's the kind of the longest area to come back. So it could take up to 18 months to get the full effect, but you could get results in 3 months as well. So it depends on your own genetics, your own growth, I suppose. Did I have to shave all your head first? Yes, they have to shave all your head first, and like I said, I would recommend shaving your head before going over to a place like Turkey. So again, this one was cost price, so the total price was 3,500. I paid for the flights myself, I think it was €200 or something, but and then the kit was €500. That was a 6-month kit. They also have a 3-month kit as well, but I just got the 6 month. Does it last forever, or is there a date you have to go back again? No, it'll last forever. This hair will not fall out because it's the side of your hair. The side of your head, that hair doesn't really fall out. So it's just replacing this hair from the side to the top, so it won't fall out. Now, will you need a top up? It's hard to say. Some people might, some people won't. So I'm not too sure. Was it sore? No. The worst part for me was the anaesthetic going in at the start. That burning sensation is quite poor, not nice. But the actual procedure, the first day I actually fell asleep when they were doing the back of the head, and the second day the front of the head was quite bad. I think the anaesthetic kind of wore off a bit. They did give more, like if you ask they will give you more. But I was kind of at the end of the hairline. I thought he was at the end of the hairline, so I was just like, right, just keep going. But yeah, I would do it again. It's not too painful, you know. If you really want a hair transplant, you'll put up with a little bit of pain for it, you know. The biggest thing I can say is, well, really focus on recovery. Listen to the doctors, stay out of the sun. Obviously, we're in Marbella now, so when we came here, I stayed out of the sun for a good month, wore my hat, did everything right, as best as I could. And that's what I done. So, yeah, that's about it. So, if there's any, you know, comments, any other questions, I think I went through most things here. But if there's anything else, please, you can give me a shout. You can drop me a comment, or you can give me a text on Instagram. I'd be more than happy to help. So just to wrap this up, this is going to be a different video to my usual content. The usual content will be based around the gym, kind of day in the life kind of stuff. I have a bodybuilding show coming up in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to take you through that. Post show, all that kind of good stuff as well. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Welcome to Moosey Mac Coaching.